was very impressive, though, I have to say. Well handled by Vex, really took advantage, and so similar a la Nairo.
It's looking
got his opportunity against Nana and took it. He took that bitch to school.
It's looking like the third Lord of the Rings movie right now.
Yes.
Return of the King.
Yes.
Return of the King.
Dreamland, striking fear. New York, New Jersey's a rough region, but let me tell you, Dreamland, that place is scary.
This is unreal. Like,
and
he just took out 2 of our region's like top 5 threats.
And I said it.
With a character that everybody thought was dead.
And he put it on Facebook. He said it consistently. Do not undercut this character. Do not underestimate hard work and lab work. This is the man who coached the guy who took a full trip through Apex bracket. Was the showstopper. So as I said, I'm not surprised to see Vex stopping the show himself and making everyone realize he's not just a coach. This man is something else.
Notice Bloodcross defaulting to Meta Knight instead of even trying Falco against Vex because, like, Vex is probably the best DDD you'll ever see against Falco.
And yeah, he definitely stuck us to Kitaro not that long ago. I think he ended up losing the set, but definitely established himself, letting everyone know that his gameplay against Falco is very strong right now. So Bloodcross.
Just like all these terrible matchups Vex is so good at. Meta Knight, Ice Climber, Falco. Even Diddy Kong is pretty bad. But, building some momentum with the aerials off stage. Meta Knight really suffers off stage against DDD. That's the one place in which he is disadvantaged.
The only thing I'm worried about right now is Vex is coming in with hot hands. He's been in bracket. He's been playing for the past, I'd say half an hour at this point, just tearing up through bracket. And my big worry is I want to make sure that Bloodcross hasn't slowed down at all. Vex is one of those players, he will grind it out, and even when you think you got a lead, this man
accidental uppy out of shield.
Flips open the toolbox and finds something else to go to, so.
Yeah, he was just like a ball of hot fire and momentum. And like, dude, he just took out ADHD and Vinny in a row. And, Bloodcross, he hasn't been on the sticks for a while. So, hopefully that slight period of, of rust isn't going to hurt him. Not even rust, but, cooldown.
Exactly.
But it doesn't seem to be affecting him because he just took the first stock. Still close. He's close to death for an up tilt, though. Very close.
I was going to say, my next question was going to be, now seeing him go back to Battlefield against Vex. Vex, yet again, coming on 3 straight games against Vinny here, so it should be very interesting to see exactly how Bloodcross is going to approach this. He's done a good job thus far, but now's the point where it's to extend the lead, to make sure that you don't give him more opportunities to catch back up.
Wow, Bloodcross rushed in there with that dash attack, hoping to catch DDD's landing, but instead he caught the foot.
And now, that lead starting to creep back up, but not the stock that it was just a moment ago.
As long as you hit him every time you get him off stage, and you just repeat the process, it doesn't matter if you don't really get the stock, but as long as you build a ton of damage on DDD. There he is once again off stage. Oh, almost fell into that swallow side.
And it's been very odd. I'm not sure if Vex isn't getting the V-reverse or if he's just possibly mistiming, but he had a lot of missed opportunities with that against Vinny, too. And
yeah, I noticed that, yeah.
He's definitely got a very solid game plan for it. It just seems like it's just ever so slightly misspaced or possibly a second too late, but his Gordo count has been nothing besides superb today.
This man has been throwing Gordos left and right. I believe it's a 1 in 8 chance to throw, though, so it's not quite as crazy as it initially seems, but yeah, it seems like this dude is throwing way too much. Many Gordos.
Chris Angel needs to take some notes. This dude's sleeves are magic right now, all right?
Shoutouts to Chris Angel.
Shoutouts to Chris Angel.
He's banishing an elephant sometime this week.
Coming to your mom's house soon.
Got those little light hits on DDD. That's like one of the worst positions for DDD is when he's just slightly above the ground against Meta Knight, because then he has no chance to land with a lot of lag. And off the stage, let's see, can Bloodcross capitalize? Yes, he's getting quite a good amount of hits. He ran DDD out of jumps. Oh, the sour spot of up tilt, though.
Very well played by Vex. And not too much more percent. Vex will be able to kill with up tilt.
Exactly, and that's it. He's basically a kill percent. I think he's failed at one time, though, so...
we will need to get that down throw up tilt or a couple pummels off the grab.
Ooh, there we go. 104, that's the hot zone. You don't want to be... Yeah, if you're at or above 100 with Meta Knight against DDD, you need to start making sure you stick to the ground, because if you go above this man, he will hit you. Ooh.
Yep. That's that number that creates respect, but yet again, as we saw, the Magician with more metal and steel coming out of his sleeves.
Yeah, you are vexed by his tricks. A little tilt game from Bloodcross playing that strong neutral. Nice. Dash dance to them to bait him to come in, and I guess Vex was expecting him to get hasty and roll behind him. That's, like a lot of players like to do that, roll from the edge or just dash attack or toss you up with the jump. But no, Bloodcross making the smart, patient decision. not to rush from the edge.
Yeah, and this is the point where Bloodcross has to be really careful. Vex loves to get grindy last stock. He really loves to force you to get those little bits of percent and take what you can get, because you know if he gets back to the stage, it's a good opportunity. But
Bloodcross responding with some grime of his own, just mashing that B button. Not a lot that the King can do about this, honestly.
No, definitely not. And as we see, Vex really struggling to get back to the ground right now.
Oh, that was clever. I like that little hop there. I must have been a tech error because most people do that jump by mistake, but still, like, that was pretty cool.
And Vex with very solid shield tilting though. Yet again, that constant lab work really showing right now.
Yeah, honestly, you can really like tell who puts in work with stuff like angles. Just wow, did you see that? The run pivot up smash? That was crazy. If that hit, I would have screamed.
Oh, outstanding mash by Vex.
Extremely effective way to edgeguard DDD though.
Yes.
It's just to run him out of jumps and then keep grabbing him out of his up B. And wow, solid 2-stock finish by Bloodcross game 1.
Now
let's see how Vex responds.
Vex is going to, in my opinion, need to possibly either change stage or change gears here, because Jeff came out with a very strong performance game 1. He kept that grindiness to a minimum, made sure that he was the one to set the tone and he was the one to get the kills. So
yeah, I really think that a character choice would be in Vex's best interest right now, even though, you know, DDD is definitely his tried and true main. Bloodcross knows the matchup. Honestly, like that's really what it boils down to. And if you know the matchup as Meta Knight against DDD, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, you can really make up for a huge skill differential, and it's not like Bloodcross is a worse player than Vex. So
no, it's not. And it's just, it really does boil down to the chip away of it. If you're a good Meta Knight who's keeping your space right and really giving the day-to-day nothing to work with, got your nados and your juggles on point, it's just very hard for day-to-day to deal with. Meta Knight does have the tools to shut him down. It's just Vex does a great job of masking that and making it seem like those tools aren't present.
Right.
So.
The truest problem in this matchup for DDD is that he has no move that outright beats Tornado, with the exception of up tilt, which means either he's staling his kill ammo or just making it obvious. You know, he's giving away the read he has on up tilt to beat Tornado with it, and you could like do forward smash or like, you know, really well spaced aerials through it. So it's tough.
Up tilt will always be a hard option since it does cover such a select bit of area, and usually when the NATO is that close to you, you're racing frames there. You're really looking to beat out the frames. And if it doesn't kill, like you said, now you're going immediately back to trying to unstale it, and at that point, you'll probably get NATO'd again. Right. That's the way NATO works.
Yep, because you have to use non-up-tilt moves. Oh, but Vex sticks to his guns. I'm not sure if that was an intentional forward smash or just a botched forward tilt.
But fact of the matter was, it did. Jeff respected the crap out of that and definitely kept his space. So.
Yeah, he was like, oh, well, I could, you know, try to beat this, or I could maybe end up taking 30. So
I could probably just stand here and, you know, not be an idiot. But hey, you know, other options. And I say it all the time, I love up tilt at low percents with day-to-day, even if you're going to stale it out. It's such chunky damage. It can combo into itself at points.
And by the time they have enough damage to kill it,
exactly.
So, yeah. Wow, I love Vex's reverse aerial rush back airs. Little throwback to like the early stages of the 2008 Meta game. You know, it's like, oh, you could do this in this game, but it's still so effective for the characters with great back airs.
Just the area it covers, the fact that it combos into itself, and the damage it does. Goodness gracious, that's just such a fierce move to have to deal with. And the fact that he can run directly at you and then throw it directly at you, always a fun option.
Yep. Oh, goes in with the B reverse swallow. The reason that's so good is because it's an aerial grab, you know? Like, you condition them to shielding when you're about to land, and then it's like, psych, this option beats shield.
Now, while it's not as an outstanding of a command grab as Wario's Bite is, it's still functioning in the same facet.
Right, exactly. The suction basically makes up for the worst frame data.
And it gains that priority in the air due to it being a grab, which is outstanding. Very smart play by Vex there. Was very well aware, but double nair from Bloodcross.
Yeah, that's like 40 damage.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it potentially can be more depending on the portion of the oh, man. And
wow.
Sometimes, yet again, you got to respect his knowledge of frames.
Respect the noggin, man.
Yeah, like, Vex's knowledge of those frames were pretty gross right there. His up tilt showing the length of its hitbox.
Just the tip of DDD's head hits you on the ground.
Hello.
oh, I knew he was looking for a swallow. Oh, no way! There was no wind or anything there, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Bloodcross just messed up.
That was just a misclick.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a defining moment for Jeff. This is going to be really important. Unfortunately, that SD's frustrating, but this is really going to be a moment where I think he needs to stick to his guns, not let that ferocity get to him. He's done a great job today. He's still on point right now, and I'd like to see him continue it so many times rather than less. I've seen these high bracket matches where Bloodcross will always end up giving away a win over a little frustration on an SD.
Right, exactly. He's such a mentally volatile player.
Yes.
That, you know, just a little bit of like mentality disruption can really go a long way in winning the set for you. So, like, you know, pro tip, if you ever play Bloodcross in bracket, try to just hit him with the jank of the jank. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if it hits him, it'll get in his head too. Like that SD, it's already costing him, you know, quite a bit of percent on the stock.
And it's going to be a rough scenario because, as we see, he is definitely approaching triple digits fast. And magic number was 104, if I remember correctly?
Oh, it was just at 104 during that match, but it actually kills at like 95 or something on that.
Well, we're about 3% off on that, so.
Yep. And he is definitely able to be killed by an up tilt now, and wow, that nearly fresh back air almost killed him from the other side of the stage. Meta Knight's one true flaw, his weight.
Yes. That is meteor cancel.
Oh, yeah. And his aerial mobility. Wow. Did you see that read? He just charged up smash and it called the roll behind.
Yes.
That is good coverage, man.
That's like how we saw the up tilt hit all the way in front of him, almost a full down tilt's length beforehand. Just as he said, this man has been labbing it up. Seriously, get him his white jacket. He is a mad scientist.
Yes, absolutely. This guy, Vex, is he's put in probably more hours than like most, if not like almost all players in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew Vex back when he was playing Bowser in like 2009, and even then he was disgustingly disgustingly researched. So something you can never undercut with people is those people who came in and did their homework.
All right, Smashville for game 3.
I want to know. That was awesome.
Bloodcross knows, like, Meta Knight, even though he lost the last game pretty badly, 2 stock, you know, it was there was a 1% SD in there, or, you know, some really low percent.
Yeah, that SD definitely set the tone, but I mean, let's be honest, he did 2 stock Vex in the earlier game, so your frustration always comes with a mercy rule.
Exactly. And you know, this stage, it's quite good for Meta Knight. You know, he actually does gain, despite the overall neutrality of the stage. It's, you know, it's a pretty solid pick. The platform really helps him more than most characters. Oh
my God. And those 23s from a fresh Gordo is such a hard percent to deal with. You know, basically catching a snake jab to F-tilt per Gordo is not something you're looking for.
Yeah, no, that's quite a lot of damage. That's a projectile, too.
Yeah. But not to mention how much it eats shields, too. I mean, the Gordo is power shield or nothing. It always makes me laugh. It reminds me so much of Shield Breaker from Mart. They're either going to power shield that or you're going to get shield poked the next time around.
Right. Yeah, definitely. If you throw enough bottles, eventually, you know, you're going to hit with the Gordo. Oh! Great edge guard by Bloodcross, making great use of the platform to actually go a little deeper with his shuttle loop. Oh, no! Oh,
wow.
Traded stocks.
And this is a frustrating moment.
Poor Vex. He was really looking for only his opponent's stock to come off there.
Unfortunately, Karma's a bitch, and, you know, SD for SD, as we saw from Jeff earlier, getting it out of the way in game 2. You can't question it. You know, Bloodcross has beaten ADHD also today, so while Vex has Vinny underneath his belt, it's not like Bloodcross has been any form of a slouch.
Yeah, both of these guys actually beat ADHD.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You know, when DDD does his down air and he gets that little bounce off the ground, Meta Knight's down smash normally can't hit him when he's in that bounce, but the back hit will.
Oh,
so, yeah. Very
interesting.
Yeah, that's very smart by Bloodcross to actually walk away and use the back hit.
Man, and percents are not in Vex's favor as of right now.
Not at all.
As I've seen in other matches, I remember him versus Rich Brown at SK-Tar. It was last stock, high percent. He kept bringing it back. You know, this man, no rest for the wicked. He will not sleep until he knows he's done everything he can.
Yeah, Vex is definitely, oh my God, again, yo, he's so good with this pivot up smash.
And it's wacky technology too, because it changes up the whole hitbox on it.
Right, it really does. And it's one of the few moves DD has that covers both sides. Oh, I thought he was going to get that the back air.
Oh, I thought he was going air dodge up tilt.
Yeah, he had the perfect spacing to put the back air through there. but he just, yeah, he wanted the air dodge up tilt for sure. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get stock out of this. But alas, he did not get a stock, and
down smash.
no, just a bit too slow.
Just well spaced by Bloodcross. Put himself in a position where he was on the outer edge of it, didn't get hit by the inner inbox. And
yeah, honestly, I feel like this match ended as soon as Vex traded those stocks.
yes, yeah. I don't think that's what anyone was looking for, but he's still rocking it out. And wow,
that
very
is
clean play.
I like that a lot. The run off with dash grab, so you slide and grab break and then neutral air.
Definitely something I toyed around with the Squirtle a long time ago. Ooh, that's gonna. Oh no, great DI. Oh, goodness.
Imagine, though.
This man, and as we said, the man with lead sleeves, he has thrown out more Gordos.
Yo, I just feel bad for, like, his arms. They must hurt after a while. It's like, ow, I got spikes behind these things in there.
Those flippers are not looking good right now.
Oh, man, going for another one of those trademark run off the stage back airs. But, yo, an excellent showing by Vex today. He really
No
brought it
slouch
home.
at all. No
I think
slouch at all.
He's one place away from the money, which is tragic. I think he got 5th.
Now, this was an interesting day, as I said, for Bloodcross. Bloodcross finding his way potentially in the top 3 now.
Yes.
Managed to beat ADHD. Finally getting himself out of that condemned forever 7th place.
Yeah.
4th to 7th.
This is a good day for DDD, for Bloodcross. It's just a good day in general.
Yes.
Happy
It's been a
vibes.
very interesting tournament. I've been very psyched to see the outcome right now. Seeing a bit of a mishmash. It's New York, New Jersey, as always. Melting pot full of matches. You're never sure what the hell you're going to pull out of it.
Yeah, and, you know, the random out-of-region representation that can come at any time. Like,
And that's what you got to love. Our bordering region of MDVA in New England, they have definitely seemed to really absorb what New York, New Jersey gives them.
very true.
You see it throughout Apex and other regionals, all sorts of nationals, majors, what have you. But it's very funny to see the impact that such a strong region has on the outlying regions and how much level up really comes from that.
It's interesting because back